Hey y'all, so I wanted to do a quick class about oils and the men in your life. So sometimes I think as women, we are a lot more open-minded when it comes to alternative healing or natural products or thinking outside of the box. So because essential words are a little weird sometimes to wrap your mind around. So as women, I think we're a little bit more prone to be like, yeah, let's try that, or putting them in our skincare or putting them in our food to cook or naturally going to them for emotional support. Men, on the other hand, sometimes I hit a little bit of walls with, and it's really funny though because once you start putting oils on them, they become instant believers. It's hilarious. So I wanted to jump on here and do a class kind of about the best ways, or Ashton, my boyfriend's favorite ways, to use essential oils and Young Living products on a day-to-day basis. So I did a little quick interview with him earlier today, and I'm going to go down his favorite products and his favorite oils. Some I already knew, but it was really funny to hear his answers. So I started with the basic when I asked him. I said, what is your favorite oil? So his favorite oil has been cedarwood, probably since he's ever smelled it. So cedarwood has a very woodsy aroma, but it's not overpowering. It's a lot of people's favorite oil that they put in their shampoo. It's help with hair circulation, which is what I originally started using it for Ashton. He's almost 30, and his hair gets a little thin, just like a lot of men in our lives. So I do a little trio for hair circulation and growth and promotion of the scalp, of your scalp health that I do, and I make it in a little spray bottle for him like this. So, and cedarwood is one of the top oils in that. But also, I started using cedarwood for him with sleep. He started having a lot of problems sleeping, and cedarwood I would put into the diffuser. Once I got my kit, I used lavender and cedarwood all the time to help him have a restful sleep. So I used that one. Cedarwood is really, really, really great. It is one of the highest sequestratarian molecules, I believe. You'll have to look it up. I'm not really sure, but it helps with oxygenation of your brain. So it also can really help with focus. So a lot of people use it in blends for their children. While they're studying, they'll put it in a roller that they roll on, maybe with some vetiver or brain power or valor, or they put that stuff like that in a diffuser and they put it next to them while they're doing their homework. So cedarwood. Cedarwood is Ashton's favorite oil. And I asked him why, and he said because it smells like the woods, and he's a huge hunter, so easy. So back to the hair circulation and scalp health that I was talking about that I use for him. So I take a little bottle and I put 10 drops of cedarwood in that, which I talked about. But then I also put 10 drops of rosemary. And then I do 10 drops of lavender. So those three together is my healthy scalp spray that I make for Ashton. And after he gets out of the shower, he puts that on his scalp and rubs it in. And I call him my diffuser head because then he comes to bed and it smells really good. So that is that. He uses that every night, and sometimes he'll use it in the morning. And so since I was talking about the shower, we'll talk about his favorite body care products. We'll kind of segue into that. He is absolutely in love with this vanilla mint shampoo. So I don't know if it's just Ashton, but he basically only uses maybe 1 or 2 products in the shower. Like whatever he puts on his hair, it'll go on his body, and he might use another shower gel, or he'll use 1 bar of soap and shampoo. So I got him to finally ditch his 2-in-1 Suave and Axe shower gel 3-in-1 body wash that he had been using his whole entire life because it is so toxic and bad for you. Go on the Think Dirty app and look up what your significant other uses, and it is super scary because a majority of that stuff scores a 9 or a 10 on the carcinogenic and toxicology scale, and it's so bad for you. So just think about that. Your skin is your largest organ, and it is a sponge, and so everything that you're putting on and putting around it, it goes into your body, and that makes a big deal. Think about 50 years of your life of what you shower with on a daily, maybe twice a day. So this lavender mint daily shampoo, it's for daily cleansing of all hair types, and it is his favorite when I interviewed him is because it is zingy. He says that it feels very refreshed because of the mint in it, so it has that cooling effect, and that's why this one is his favorite. If he uses a shower gel, if he actually doesn't use a shampoo all over his whole body, his favorite shower gel that he has tried is Morning Start Body and Shower Gel. And this is actually the founder of Young Living, Gary Young. This is his favorite shower gel. I think they sell it in a soap bar form, but men in their shower gels and body washes, I feel like most men prefer a lather. So that is his favorite one. I use that a lot too. It's very invigorating, morning start. So think about, rejuvenating and awakening. So for the morning, it has a very uplifting smell. I really like that one. So out of the shower we talked about, then his scalp little trio that he uses. His favorite lotion that I have been gotten him on is Genesis hand and body lotion. This is actually my favorite as well. They have 3 different kinds. They have Genesis, lavender, and then I believe a plain base, so then you can add your own oils into of which ones you want. Ashton has like a weird phobia of having dry feet. Like if his feet are like dry, like any time, he like freaks out. So he uses a lot of lotion on his feet, and this is his favorite one that I have gotten for him. Lotions is another thing. Think about your skin and what you're putting on it. Use the Think Dirty app and search the lotions that you use. It's pretty alarming what they put into lotions and kind of the different stuff that the US allows in our body products. So that is his body products. Oh, I have one more. My man has a beard. He has a pretty big beard, and he can literally probably grow a beard in like one day. Like if he shaves it, it will be back. So I made him a beard serum for Christmas that he really enjoys. I called it the Big Daddy Beard Oil. I kind of jokingly named it. It's all smeared now from him using it the last couple of months. And then I actually got these droppers from the Heritage. If you're a local, if you're in Virginia Beach, you can go to the Heritage, and it's the actual dropper. They were like 99 cents, and then you put that in there, and then you put all the oils in there. There's a couple different recipes that I will post, and then you add in whatever moisturizing oils that that your man wants. So different people are allergic to different oils. Like some people don't really like grapeseed or sunflower seed. You can do jojoba. There's a couple different ones, just aloe oil, and you can just mix a different oil base that you want of a serum that he likes, and then put the oils in there. Go on Pinterest. There's a ton on Pinterest. One I did was with the same 3 essential oils that I used for his hair. So I did rosemary, lavender, I did cedarwood, and then I think in this one I did bergamot, which I don't have. And then I did either patchouli is a great one. Patchouli is a great oil to add, as well as lemongrass. So try adding those 3 I've already talked about, and then maybe bergamot, lemongrass, and patchouli would also be really great ones that I think men would really enjoy in your life. And they're also really good for hair growth and moisturizing and a bunch of different things. There's probably like 100 different ones on Pinterest that you can add and combine and stuff, and I'll post some different ones for you after this. So that is kind of a basic rundown of just a general guy's routine, from getting in the shower to his beard and his hair and lotion and moisturizer. So he kind of does all that before bed. A next thing that he uses, sorry, I have some products in front of me to keep me on track, that's what I'm looking at, is a pre-made roller from Young Living. It's called Breathe Again. So Young Living makes pre-made rollers. So I've talked about in our well-oiled group roller recipes, so recipes that I make, and I then add a carrier oil to that, and I make my own recipe rollers like this one. This one, my friend Celeste, I love her. Today's my birthday, and she came and met me when I was out at brunch and made me this little roller and gifted me this. So this is one that she made for me, and it has motivation and abundance, and an oil called Into the Future. And she brought that to me, and that was really awesome. So, but you can make your own different rollers. Young Living offers, I think, 3 different pre-made rollers. So Breathe Again is one of their ones that they make. They also offer Tranquil, which is a pre-made one for helping you have peaceful, restful sleep. And then they have one called Deep Relief that a bunch of people really, really love for sore muscles, maybe different types of headaches, just a bunch really, really great with stress and relaxation. And a lot of people roll it up and down their neck and their shoulders, or they might have a lot of tension. It's called Deep Relief. But this one is called Breathe Again, and it has a very, very eucalyptus-like smell. Where you would think it would open up your sinuses. So that's basically self-explanatory. It helps with your respiratory support. So Ashton had a really, kind of a really bad couple months, probably about a year ago, with like sleep apnea, congested sinuses, like really bad snoring. He's always had, like, when he was little, he always had really bad problems with his ear canals, and he ended up having to always had ear infections. Even when he goes surfing now still and he gets fluid in his ears, it's very irritating to him. So he sees an ear, nose, and throat doctor, but, you know, there's minimal things that you can do a lot. So this is really, really good from him, especially before he goes to sleep. So he'll rub it up and down his chest and all over his sinuses and behind his neck before he goes to bed. And then it smells really good when he comes to bed. So I really like this one for him. This is probably one of his favorite oils, but outside of cedarwood, that he uses on a daily basis. So it's called Breathe Again, and it's a little roller, and they're pre-made from Young Living. They're great. He's like a Breathe Again hoarder is what I call him. It's kind of funny. So what is some other stuff? Daily regimen. Oral care. So this is what I use also. So I use the Thieves, some of the Thieves products that they offer for oral health through Young Living. So it kind of took him a little bit to get on board with this, because if you've ever tried a natural toothpaste, it's kind of a little weird because it doesn't really foam as much as you are used to if you're using the other toothpaste. But I added orange oil to it on his toothpaste, and now he likes it. He's sold now. So I take the Thieves, we like the Aroma Bright toothpaste, and then I do a drop of orange, and I'll just regular, like on a toothbrush with my toothpaste, and then I'll just unscrew the orange, and I'll just do 1 drop on that, and it's a very zesty, invigorating clean. So I think it makes you feel like you're getting your mouth a lot cleaner, because the natural toothpastes don't have all those additives that they're going to foam and that they're going to make the toothpaste foam. So I think it makes it feel like you're really getting your teeth clean. It's kind of like I think you're just like psyching yourself out, you know, until you get kind of used to it. And the orange actually increases teeth whitening, so it's a natural way to brighten your smile and whiten your teeth. On top of that, the last couple months have fallen in love with their mouthwash. So Thieves offers a bunch of different household products, and they offer a mouthwash. And it has a very, very strong cinnamon base to it. So it is really, really powerful. And I was kind of surprised because it doesn't have the alcohol or the synthetic dyes or any of the artificial flavors that the other ones have that the blue grab, that you've been using. So I didn't think it was going to be that strong. Boy, I was wrong. Like, my eyes were kind of watering, and I was like, wow, this is like really, really strong. And so, which I like, because you're getting that feeling of, wow, my mouth is getting really clean. So this one is awesome. This is one of Ashton's favorite products. We've actually been out of it for a week, and I finally got it in the mail today. So Thieves mouthwash, it's great. It's a good one to try if you want to try some new products for the guy in your life, because I think that that basic kind of stuff is a really good stuff for them to try. It's not like weird frou-frou stuff that they've never heard of, like mouthwash. Everyone's heard of mouthwash, and you're like, babe, you should try this brand. And they're like, okay. If you take away all their other stuff, trust me, they'll use it. They're not going to go to the grocery store to buy something else. Whatever you put in their medicine cabinet, they're going to use. So that is kind of a rundown of, I guess, his like bathroom routine every night of different products that he loves and he uses on a daily basis. So let's go back to some oils. So let's go back to some essential oils that I think that the men in your life would really enjoy. I posted a picture, it was like a really long picture. It said oils for the dudes in your life. I posted it like an hour and a half or 2 hours ago. Look through that, and there's some great suggestions of different oils, but I'm going to just tell you some of the ones that Ashton really likes. So he loves ones that remind him of hunting, so reminds him of the woods. So I will show you, his favorite one outside of cedarwood is going to be Northern Lights Black Spruce. So it's from a black spruce tree. I believe this farm is in Canada. And this is probably one of his favorite ones to add to a diffuser blend recipe, or pop in the diffuser at nighttime. So it's funny, if I am working a late shift, I used to work a lot of 11 to 11s, and I still do sometimes. I'll come home and I'll open the bedroom door, and he's already put like random, he just makes a concoction of different oils in the diffuser, but he uses the diffuser every night. Even if I'm not there, he'll put it on. He calls it his puffer. So he's like, yeah, sugar, I got my puffer going. So he's like a closet oiler. He jokes me about it, but he's a closet oiler for sure. And he calls me sugar. That's my nickname. The next one is eucalyptus. Eucalyptus is a oil that's found in a couple different recipes that Young Living makes. So eucalyptus is found already in RC. So these two he really likes, and I think eucalyptus is also found in the Breathe Again roller, which I was talking about also. So it's very good for respiratory and sinus support. So eucalyptus is pretty strong. It's pretty strong. I think I like Northern Lights Black Spruce better when it comes to diffusing, if you're just diffusing a subtle blend of different oils at nighttime. But he likes that, as well as the RC, which RC you get in your starter kit, which a lot of y'all on here have. So maybe try that one with something at nighttime for the men in your life, because they'll like that uplifting woodsy smell. A couple other ones. So say, like I was talking about, the Northern Lights Black Spruce is his favorite one to diffuse, but I will put something in with that to kind of tone it down a little bit, especially at nighttime if I want something to help us rest peacefully. Peace and calming is one of my favorite oils. Favorite oils, especially if you have kids. I put it on the kids I nanny. Man, makes them sleep all the way through the night. It's amazing. Amazing. So this one, if you didn't notice, it says Peace and Calming 2. It's an oil that I picked up when Peace and Calming 1 was out of stock. It's the same type of uses. It's just a little bit different recipe. Well, one of their plants that was in this blend didn't have a great harvest, or something happened with their crop. So they made a different type of recipe to replace the Peace and Calming original recipe. So I think it smells the exact same. Some people might pick up on a little different of the scent, but I don't have an issue with it. Peace and Calming I will add with Northern Lights Black Spruce at nighttime, and that blend is just like balls to the wall, like freaking awesome. Another one that I put on his spine, or put in the diffuser recipe maybe before bed, would be Release. Release is a very, very important oil if you are going through a type of emotional struggle or some type of trauma or traumatic event. You're trying to work through different emotions and release them. So you actually hold a lot of negative emotion and memories in your liver. So they say to rub the oil over your right upper quadrant, and then up and down your vertebrae and up and down your brain stem. So sometimes Ashton lost his dad about 2 years ago, and like anyone who lost would has lost a parent, that first year is very, very hard. So Release is an oil that I would religiously rub on him and just say, like, let me give you a back massage or something. Like, what man is going to turn that down? Almost every night. And I would put a different oils in it, depending on, what I was gravitating towards at that time. And I believe that Release is very, very great for people who just need that emotional support. So that is another one. So two more of his favorite ones. Peppermint. Peppermint is one of the oils that I got him to be a believer in oils. I got him hooked with peppermint. So people always say, there's that one oil that just made me a believer. It convinced me. Peppermint is his. So he used to have really, really bad heartburn and indigestion, acid reflux, especially, if you eat those types of food, if you're drinking or if you're going out for pizza or pasta sauces, really acidic foods like tomatoes. But even just, he was prone to heartburn. It subsided a lot now, but I would take peppermint and tell him to put 1 drop in a glass of water and tell him to drink it, because he used to eat mints that help. And I was like, why are you eating all that sugar? Take a drop of peppermint and put it in your water. And it's a little strong. If you're going to give it to someone who hasn't drank peppermint, only put 1 drop and maybe put something else with it, like lemon, some lemon oil. He puts lemon in his water a lot. Or maybe some citrus fresh, tangerine, or orange to kind of balance it out a little bit, because it is very, very strong. And make sure if you're putting oils in your water or in a cup, make sure to use glass, because Young Living's oils are so 100%, they will start degrading the plastic. And so if you have like a favorite to-go plastic cup, don't use it on that, because you'll start seeing this film, because it's starting to break down the plastic. So peppermint would be a great one to try if your man is complaining of nausea, especially if I'm hungover and I'm nauseous. I will put this in my water and I will drink that in the morning, as well as it works really great for Ashton's heartburn and indigestion. So one recipe that I think would be amazing for your guys to try, especially if they're a little hesitant, is one for their muscles. So a lot of men are very active. A lot of men go to the gym, or they have extraneous jobs where they strain themselves, or they're on their feet a lot. They complain of back pain. Who doesn't complain of back pain? You could offer to give them a massage. What man is going to turn down a massage? I have a little duo that I use, and then a little trio if you want to add on an oil that you have. But these are in your starter kit. These are amazing oils to use. Panaway and Copaiba. Panaway and Copaiba together are going to be so, so great for muscle soreness, or recovering from a hard workout, relieving that tension, or just really trying to relieve any discomfort that you might be having. Maybe your feet, if you were on your feet for a long day, put these in an Epsom salt bath, or you can just rub them down, up and down if your shoulder's bothering them, or they kind of feel like they pulled something wrong. Rub this with maybe some lotion or a carrier oil, and kind of just rub it into the area. A few drops of each, probably like 4 of each, 6 of each, and these 2 are in the starter kit, so you should have those. But if you want to add in a third, I usually do helichrysum as well. So I do helichrysum, I do Panaway, and I do Copaiba. If you are ever curious about which oils to use, go on to and download an app called Essential Oils Reference Guide. It's a free app. I'll show you real quick what it looks like. That is great. It's a reference guide for essential oils. So it's this one right here, and if you click on it, it looks like this. I don't know if my phone, it's like, there we go. You can kind of see it. But this is an amazing, amazing app. So if you're ever confused, or you're like, okay, she was talking about using Panaway and Copaiba, let me click on those. I would click on single oil for Copaiba to read about it. And then if I wanted to go and read about Panaway, I would click on the blends. And then I would go down to P, and then I would click on Panaway. And you can read about Panaway. It's pretty awesome. And then, you can use it gives you the tools to kind of use that for yourself. But anyways, those, I feel like I've just been babbling about Ashton and how I use oils for the last 25 minutes, but I guess that was the point. I just, just start doing your own research. Start seeing what they like. Listen to your significant other in your life. So it's all about giving people the tools that they can use in their own health and their wellness. And people will tell you what they need. They will vent to you, and they will complain, and they will tell you what's bothering them. And then you just listen and you do a little research. There you go, and you got them hooked. So I hope this helps and you liked some of the things that I put out there, and maybe you'll try them. Message me if you have any concerns, and for the next 24 to 48 hours, I kind of do some posts in our Well-Oiled group about some of the recipes that I talked about, so you'll have some of them that you can go and write down or save a little graphic for them. Let me know if you have any questions or concerns. Okay, thanks.